BBC Hooniverse.
The well endings. The well ending. The well ending. Yes. So, where we left off in the well ending part 1, we spoke about, it was earlier in this video for the omnibus viewers. And you didn't have a microphone that kept on popping down, did you? No. So, come on. Stay up straight, please. And so let's talk about the well. The well had a... we're just repeating what we said in the last video, really, for now. So that we get into the smooth and... Right, so... The very end, right? The most important end toward ends was two-partery, right? And this is what I hear a lot now. And I did some more research since the last part, or since earlier in the video if you're watching this on an omnibus. You probably won't be watching it on a bus, but who knows. What I hate about the ending, what really made me passionate to speak out about it, is, I think... Right, so, you have the so-called ending to the story part before we just wrap up what the characters are up to next. By killing this creature. By destroying this creature, right? You believe it's gone. We all believe it's gone. But having it still knocking about by the very end just before the credits leaves too many unanswered questions. Makes me go, what? How? Why? Excuse me? What? How? Excuse me? Excuse me? Hey, Russell, I know you co-wrote this episode. And I know the co-writer didn't want to show up in Doctor Who Unleashed. But why on earth did it end like that? I mean, it's not your fault, Russell. But, why? You gotta give me an answer. And I'm like, yeah, give me an answer. And Russell's like, oh no. Well, Stephen Moffat says it's the best episode since Blink. And I'm not going to disagree. I'm going to agree. Because I am agreeing. Not all the time, but 50, 40, 30% of the time, I am agreeing. And so, without further ado, you're not having a two-parter. And I'm like, what? Really, Russell? And scene. And that's what would happen if I had a conversation with Russell T Davies, but Russell T Davies didn't sound Welsh and didn't sound exactly like himself at all. So, jokes aside, I want to say that even though, and I said this in 73 yards, and I'll say this about anything else, even though I love the episode, there is flaws, and I think the ending, but not the ending. So, for anyone that doesn't know, the ending really should have ended with Anita Dobson. But then it goes on with itself. And I think that doesn't work. It works for Anita Dobson because then we get the TARDIS disappearing. So it works in that sense of there's Anita Dobson, there's the flood, blah 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 blah. That all makes sense now. Well done, right? So we've got that to help make sense on that front. But I don't think the monster being on her back really helps, because it just means that you've left a character standing, you've left a character there that's gonna die, and it's gonna destroy another civilization. It's like, but we already killed off the monster. So she killed herself to kill the monster. So how is it on the ship when someone else is back? Because they didn't kill the host. So you sort of have to sit there going, I'm not too sure what we're trying to get at here. I'm slightly confused. Hello? I am confused. Yes. Am confused. And then, because it'll probably help make sense that way. It probably won't. But there's always, you always wish that it makes sense. You always hope that it makes sense. And you sort of try and guarantee it will make sense. And I might be looking at this the completely wrong way. I might be thinking about this completely the wrong way. And I might be looking at this completely the wrong way. And that is something I don't want to happen, really. Is I want to be able to think about this in the same way as you would do most things. I haven't got an issue with this episode. I just want to make this clear. I think The Well was great. I loved it. Wasn't as good as Mr. Ring-a-Ding Lux, Lux, from last week, but it is very close. I miss a ring-a-ding and never hard nothing. And I just think the ending that let it down for me, right? If I ended up enjoying it, if I loved it, and if I enjoyed it at the same level as Lux, then yes, these films, part 1 and part 2, and the omnibus, I don't forget my viewers are watching the omnibus instead of the parts, I wouldn't happen. I just think it's not anyone you can complain at, is what I'm saying. It's just, if you just sort of get behind the scenes and really delve into detail what the writers were thinking at the time, then it will make perfect sense. And so, as we round off this semi-short video, I'd just like to say thank you for watching. Now, fun fact, I am not going to be here Saturday, Sunday, or Monday. So, if all goes to plan in the week, Saturday, Sunday, Monday should be omnibuses, right? Saturday should be this omnibus you're watching now. Sunday should be another omnibus, but I am going to, for the Monday omnibus or the Sunday omnibus, I'm going to go so far back in the archive, it's probably going to have to need a brand new intro from me to introduce said omnibus, including the brand new. Also, it'll be improved by adding the brand new title sequence, the brand new outro that wasn't there in that omnibus, in them parts. So, it'll all be improved, really, at that point. If that happens, I don't know if I've got any classic archived two-parters that never turned into an omnibus. I do think this episode could have been a two-parter. That is once I found that out, I thought that makes sense, because then you could have killed the monster even further on the ship. So that could have ended like that. I think that's another way of looking at it. The other thing to think about, really, in all of this, is that it's inventive and improves on the format, improves on the idea of what Midnight was, without destroying Midnight itself. And so, there you have it. Thank you guys for watching. Tatty bye now. Tatty bye now. Don't forget to subscribe to the official Tom Mason YouTube channel.